Okay. Ready?
Hi, Dmitry. How are you?
Hello, Adam. Welcome to Moscow, Adam.
Happy to be here. Nice to talk face to face.
Yeah. My question, and questions, Russian fans for you.
Sure. Okay.
Adam, tell us about yourself. How were Alpha Mega groups was created, and did you have our project before the Alpha Mega group?
Oh, sure. So Alpha Mega was formed by some friends of mine, Chrissy Warner, who's our drummer, and Michael Christian. And Michael and I had been in a band before Alpha Mega called Valor and Vengeance. I was in that band for about a year and a half, and that's where I met Michael. And we became really good friends right away. We realized that like our writing style for the type of music that we liked, we connected in a lot of areas. We had a lot of similar bands that we liked and sounds and things like that. And that band was sort of going in a different direction than I wanted to go in, and so I left that band. But I talked to Michael on the side and said, "Hey, like I have no pressure, but I'm going to be starting something new." I had a demo recording of one of our earlier songs called Lords of the Flies, and I sent it to him, and I was like, hey, this is kind of like the lead song that I want to remake with whatever new guys, join this project. And he liked the song, and he liked the direction of how I explained that I kind of wanted things to go. And so he left the band after that, and we were basically at that point a duo, Mike and I. And then Chrissy and I had been friends for quite a while. We toured together in another band that I was in called Before the Morning, and this was back in 2000, 2014. Chrissy and I went on tour with a band called In This Moment.
Mhm.
Chrissy was in a band called Butcher Babies, and we kind of became better friends on that tour because we saw each other every day, and we were together for over a month, playing shows. And then after that tour, my wife and Chrissy's wife became pretty close friends, and Chrissy left Butcher Babies a couple years after that, and so our wives were talking, and they were both like, "Man, Adam is looking for a drummer right now with some new music." And Chrissy's wife was like, well, Chrissy's looking for a project because he's going out of his mind because he's not playing in a band right now. Other than, he also plays drums in a band called Dope, but Chrissy was looking for another project where he could actually be like a member and contribute and write music and things like that. So our wives basically are the reason that Chrissy and I came together with Alpha Mega, because they were talking and said, hey, our husbands are like desperately trying to find a project with people that want to play music, So that's sort of how the three of us, Michael, Chrissy, and I, kind of came together in Alpha Mega. We knew each other before, but we had never played together, and then that's how the connection of all that came together. And that was right around June of 2018. So Alpha Mega has been a band since like summertime of 2018, basically. So
Hmm. Okay, next question. Tell us about the album Regeneration Machine.
sure. So a little backstory. Regeneration Machine was recorded at a studio in the Cayman Islands at a place called Iron Shore Studios. And how that came about was a friend of mine named John Berkland, who plays in a band called Bad Wolves. He was also the former drummer of Devil Driver.
Mhm.
Um, we had a bunch of songs already recorded with a friend of ours named Josh Buma, and then COVID hit the world, right? So this was right around when COVID hit, like in 2020. We had a bunch of songs written, and like the world shut down just like it did everywhere else, and so we decided not to release music at that time because we couldn't tour, we couldn't do anything with it.
Mhm.
But my buddy John Berkland, who I just mentioned, hit me up and was like, hey, a friend of mine um, is putting together a label, and he's looking for bands, and he's like, I don't know if you guys have any music recorded, but send me what you have. I want him to hear it, and maybe you guys could be one of the first bands that his label signs. So I gave John a couple songs, and a couple days later, John was like, hey, this guy Jake's going to give you a call, and he really liked the music and he wants to talk to you about it. And so Jake hit me up and we talked for a little bit, and I told him what I had envisioned for the band, and he was just like, well, I'd really like to sign you guys, and I want you guys to come down to, he's from the Cayman Islands. And so he was like, I want you guys to come down here and record an album. We'll get some other producers involved, and we'll get you guys rolling. And so we basically were like, well, nobody's signing bands right now during COVID. Like, we had no other options of anything to do. And we were like, hey, you know what, let's go for it, So John ended up bringing on board his friend Josh Gilbert, who used to be in As I Lay Dying. Now he's in Spirit Box. And then Josh Gilbert has a partner for their recording studio. It's called Sparrow Sound, this guy named Joseph McQueen. So Joseph McQueen, Josh Gilbert, John Birkland, and then Chrissy, Michael, and I all went down to the Cayman Islands during COVID and recorded that album over a month and a half. We brought along a couple songs from what we had already recorded for the music that was with a different producer. And then we wrote, I think we ended up writing 13 songs total, and like 10 or 12 of those songs were songs that we wrote in Cayman with the new producing crew and things like that. So Regeneration Machine is a kind of a culmination of a bunch of years of just us putting music together and then finding the right people and like getting an opportunity to record in a beautiful high-end studio outside of the United States in a really nice place. And that's kind of how that whole album came together. So.
Okay, так, next question. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first album. Was it difficult to release it?
It was
one album.
Was it difficult to release the album?
Yeah.
It was, well, it wasn't difficult because we had a label behind it, putting money into it. We had a team behind putting out the album, a marketing team. We had a manager. So we kind of had a nice support system when the album first came out, and we had a release plan of releasing songs every 6 to 8 weeks with like content around it, like music videos or lyric videos, and then merch and things like that. So there was definitely a plan in place when we started to release songs leading up to the release of the album. And when we decided to start releasing songs and things like that, the world was starting to come back to normal, I guess. The COVID restrictions were coming down and bands were touring again and bands were releasing music. So we kind of hopped on with everybody else at the same time when the bands were starting to release things again and getting music out there. So it wasn't difficult. It was a long time coming. And so we were just really, really happy to be able to start releasing music again. But it wasn't difficult to release it. We had a label behind us and they were giving us pretty good support. So
next new album, Future, ready? No.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the plan. We're no longer with that label. We're an independent artist. We're free agents. We're on our own right now. So
next year,
hopefully, we're writing music right now. We're recording on our own. We want to work with the same people. So I want to get back and do the next batch of songs if it becomes an album or not. Whatever new music we're going to put out, I want to work with Josh Gilbert and Joseph McQueen with Sparrow Sound again, because I really feel like they did a great job capturing the style and the sound of music that we wanted to release. And so I want to have that. I want to have that same vibe and same experience. They were great to work with. So yes, we do have a plan to release new music next year. And it might be a similar way that we did Regeneration Machine, where we're going to release a song next 6 to 8 weeks, release another song and build up to another album. I think that's probably the way that we'll do it. But My hope is to definitely have a brand new song with a music video and content and things like that. Hopefully by the end of January. That's my goal. Whether the rest of my band is on the same page as me right now, I don't know, but that's my goal at least. So we're gonna take. Chrissy is getting off of tour right now. He's been on tour with Dope and Static X for pretty much all summer into the fall. He's finishing that tour up right now, and then when he gets back, we have November, December completely free and clear to really get back to work and get a lot of stuff done. So that's the plan, is to work really hard for the rest of the year on getting a song out. Hopefully by the end of January next year.
Russian people, no, Russian metalheads, rockheads respect ALPHAMEGA album Regeneration Machine.
Oh, great! Thank you. I noticed. I see it. We're able to see where, all around the world where we have high streaming numbers and things like that, and Moscow and St. Petersburg, and things like that. There's a lot. They're high. So thank you very much to the Russian people for listening.
Best Russian people song Pariah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Let's party. Let's go to party.
Oh, what is it? I'm sorry. What was it? Where was it?
Party song.
The party song?
Late
to the party. Late to the party. Yeah.
Smile, humor, from respect.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Do you like the music video for that song? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the humor in that video. Cool, good. Yeah, we take our music seriously, but for that song, we wanted to make just a funny. We're silly guys, you know what I mean?
Hot summer.
Yeah, right. Hot summer pool party. A bunch of idiots dancing around a pool and having a good time. So, yeah.
Next question. How many people do you have in your band? And have you got a bassist in the band?
Yes. So for a while, we were
four guys.
Four guys now. Four guys. Yeah, four guys. His name's Will Stacy. He's our bassist. He's new, but he's been in the band now for over a year. And it's really great having Will on board. He's a great performer. He's a great bass player. I'm looking forward to writing with Will on these new songs and getting him to record, bass and things like that as well. So, Will's great. Will Stacy is his name. He's a great bass player. He's awesome.
Cool. Next question. Your project ALPHAMEGA, how do you fans like it if they rate the album in Spotify charts or other platforms?
How do the fans like it?
Yeah.
I think we have our highest numbers probably on Spotify. If you take a look at what we have, obviously our song "No Longer Broken" was for us kind of our hit, I guess. It's over 9 million streams right now on Spotify, so that one resonated pretty heavily with people. There's tens of thousands of videos on TikTok that use it for workout videos and inspirational kind of stuff. So it's cool that it got some kind of life on a different platform. TikTok fans seem to like that song too. As far as the overall album goes, we're happy with the way that it was received. Obviously, we always want to strive to reach more people and connect with more people. So the more that people like you from around the world are spreading the music, get some FaceTime with each other, and people get to know who we are, hopefully by hearing us speak and seeing that we're sincere people that really believe in our music. Hopefully that'll help people want to listen to it more, and maybe new fans will come from this and they'll go back and they'll listen to Regeneration Machine in the meantime while we're putting out new music. And that's what it's all about, is just connecting with people and hopefully making it, making that connection, so.
Next question. What is your favorite track from the album? Maybe where there is some story.
Oh, sure. My favorite track is, personally, I think my favorite track, and it's not heavy at all, so it's not one of the heavier ones, but I think there's a song on there called "The War," and for me, I think it's my favorite only because of what it means to me personally when I wrote it. I have this feeling that um, there's always, no matter how like no matter how good things seem to be going, I always feel like there's something just on the edge that's like waiting to, like, I don't know, to ruin my good time. And so that song to me is just about the way that I try to see things that come into my life, whether it's like people that come into my life, or even sometimes I think that like dreams that I have are kind of like these omens, right? That kind of like tell you, that kind of give you an insight maybe into the future so you can avoid these bad things happening for you. And so that's sort of the way that I look at it. I look ahead a lot at my mortality and just kind of like what I can do to just navigate through life to avoid bad things that are inevitably going to happen, you know, and that kind of stuff kind of freaks me out. And so that song was touching more on that process of how I kind of view life, and how I view the things around me as kind of like signs of like good or bad things to come, you know. So
Okay, next question. What is your favorite genre of music and why?
oh, my favorite genre of music, man, I like all kinds of music, but let's keep it in the realm of heavy, right? Let's keep it in the realm of heavy and rock just for this conversation. But my favorite bands, and my favorite sound of metal, for me is kind of the melodic, like death metal sound of like Swedish bands like In Flames and Soilwork. That Stockholm, I guess, sound is what they call it now, because there's been enough bands to come out of there. I really like the mix of melodic, heavy music with like aggressive, but still aggressive with a note behind it, melodic kind of screaming and singing and stuff. And I really think that Speed from Soilwork, and Anders from In Flames are kind of the best at pulling that off. And those bands to me are great. Um, I like, there's an American metal band that I think does a really good job of doing that too, and they're called Demon Hunter. I don't know if you've ever heard of Demon Hunter before, but they're a great band. But I think that's those bands are probably those that sound is probably my favorite. Yeah.
Next question. Question. Russian girls.
Russian jokes. Okay.
Ready.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself in such amazing shape? Do you work out in the gym or some kind of sport?
Oh, okay. I well, thank you for saying that I'm in good shape. First of all, I try, but I don't go to the gym. I have like dumbbell weights, like free weights at home, and I do a lot of push-ups. So I do about 350 push-ups a day to start. And then all my other exercises basically involve 55-pound dumbbells. And so I do bicep stuff, and I can do squats with that, and all different kinds of stuff. But I work out at home, and I eat a certain way. I've eaten pretty much nothing but meat for the last, man, as long as ALPHAMEGA has been around. So since 2018, my diet pretty much consists of animal protein, not a lot of not a lot of carbs at all, and I try not to eat any sugar. So it's a lot of animal protein and like high fats and things like that. But yeah, I don't really go to the gym very often. I just work out at home, but I work out every day, and I work out pretty hard for about an hour and a half. You know, some days I work out less depending on how I feel, but yeah, I try to stay in shape as best I can, and I do it at home. It's easier that way.
Так, next question. One second. Так, вот. What would you like to perform with a Russian group Do you have a favorite Russian band?
I would love to be
Slaughter,
exposed.
Slaughter to Prevail, Russian band.
Oh, there you go. I just saw them at Aftershock, and they're so good. their live their live show is so good, and Alex is such a great frontman, and I mean he's a beast, and those guys put on one hell of a show. So, um, my wife is probably the biggest Slaughter to Prevail fan that I know. So it was hey, there you go. Oh, you got the shirt on. I didn't even there you go. All right. So we're all speaking the same language here, right? So yeah, they're great. I would love to tour with that band. I'd love to hang out with those guys. They seem like they're out there doing things for the right reasons, and they just love music, and they love what they do, and it's really cool that there's a band like that that's able to sort of bridge the gap. It bring people together from all around the world, and it's cool. Yeah, I'd love to tour with them. To be honest, I think that they're probably the only Russian band that I'm aware of that I listen to, but that's not because I don't want to. I just don't know. I'd love to learn more about other Russian bands that are kind of making big waves over there too. So gaining popularity and things like that. I always want to be introduced to new music. So, other than Slaughter to Prevail, I don't think I know of any other Russian bands out there, but I definitely would love to listen to more. And I'd love to tour with those bands or be able to come to Russia and play with whatever bands are doing good things over there. So that'd be a lot of fun.
Окей. Так, так. Okay. 1 second. Russian band. When you come to Moscow, you will learn about Russian band. Russian
Okay, great,
band.
good,
Uh,
yeah, great.
Next question. Do over groups and project have them?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Do over groups and project have them? You know ALPHAMEGA, you project.
My project
Yeah.
from Oh, do I have another project other than
Yeah.
ALPHAMEGA?
Uh,
No, but I've been doing some collaborations lately with people, which is something new for me. I haven't done that before. I did a collaboration with my friend's band called Don't Panic. A couple months ago, we released a cover song of the song "Cry Little Sister" from the movie The Lost Boys back in the '80s, and that was a lot of fun. That was a really cool song to do. They did kind of like an updated, heavy version of that. So that's out there on Spotify by a band called Don't Panic. So if people want to look for that, they can check that out. I've written some songs with some other people just to kind of stay busy, but I haven't released anything. But I when I'm in a band, especially with ALPHAMEGA, like it's my only priority, and I really don't have time to do other things, especially if I know that it's not going to be something that I'm going to be doing like 100%, so I don't really have any other projects. But I like every once in a while doing some vocals on other people's songs to put out a song. But ALPHAMEGA is my only band. Yeah.
okay. Next question. Tell me, lately, what has been your dream of meeting your idol, musician, or band?
Who I'd like to meet,
Yeah.
who I'd like to meet. Um, I think this is still somebody throughout my entire life that I've always wanted to meet, and I've never had the chance. So, um, I've always wanted to meet and hang out with and party with and everything else. I've always wanted to meet Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl has been somebody that I don't know, I've always, in the musical sense, personal life aside and everything else, he's always just been a musician that I love that he can sing, play drums, play guitar. He's very emotional. He can scream. He can do it all, and he just seems like he'd be a cool guy to hang out with. I've also he's around, and I never run into him whenever he's around. So that'd be somebody I think that I'd really like to meet.
Okay, next question. Tick, 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 tick. Tell me, what? Next question. You funny and scary story on tour or concert?
A funny or scary story
Yeah.
from being on tour. Let's see. Um, okay, here's one. So in 2023, we toured with a band called Halocene. Great band. I know that I think that they've toured in Russia before. I'm pretty sure. But anyway, we toured with them, and it was the last night of tour. And usually, a lot of tours go on the last night. Bands pull pranks on each other, and so they decided to pull a prank on us that night. That was pretty funny. They they had to stop our set by like 15 minutes before we could get started to keep pushing it back because they were still buying stuff from a store that they were going to use to trick us when we were on stage. But when I started to sing, they changed the microphone sound of my voice to sound like I don't know if you know who if you've ever heard of Alvin and the Chipmunks, but they made my voice. They made my voice basically sound like this, and so I was singing through a microphone, and so just imagine you like Pariah or Late to the Party, but instead of me sounding, it's you know what I mean. So it changed my voice through the thing, and I didn't know that it was happening, and everybody out there was like laughing, you know. And then I was just like, okay, I knew that they had. Then they turned the monitors on stage, and I could hear that I was like singing like that, you know. And so once I figured that out, then as we were starting to play, the joke wasn't done yet. Then as we were starting to play, they started to throw sex toys on stage. And they had suction cups on the bottom of them, and they were landing on Chrissy's drums, on his cymbals. So it landed on top of his cymbal, and it was just flopping around like that, like as he was like hitting the cymbals and stuff. And it was chaos. But it was super funny, and it was good. But yeah, that was probably the most recent of like, what the hell is going on, you know? But they got us. They pranked us good. It was pretty funny in the moment. So
Next question. Next year, we will be waiting for a new album, but are there any new singles and video clips expected?
Like I was saying earlier, we are writing new songs. At the moment, there's about 9 songs that are in some form of being written right now. So I would definitely, like I said, my goal is to have a new song out by the end of January. That's my goal. So I would definitely expect a new song in the beginning of the year, and then at least 4 or 5 other singles throughout the year, probably leading up to an album by the end of the year next year. So yeah, 4 or 5 singles, and hopefully an album by the end of the year next year. So
Okay. Next question. Tell me, Little, what has been your dream of meeting your idol, musician, or band?
You know, I have wanted to, I think, meeting or touring with, like actually being on a tour or something like that. I'm a huge Metallica fan, and while they still are playing, I still would love to play with Metallica, meet Metallica, hang out with those guys, um, be involved somehow on anything that they do. To me, being able to play with a band like that and meet those guys and be on a tour or even a show, I don't care. as long as it's sharing the stage in some way with those guys. I'm a huge Metallica fan, and that would be a dream for me for sure.
And feat idol in a musical band collapse.
Like a collaboration with
Yeah, yeah,
somebody.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see. I would love to do a collaboration. Like I said before, there's a band here in America called Demon Hunter. I'd love to do a collaboration with them. I love Killswitch Engage. I think Killswitch Engage would be a great band to do a collaboration with. Um, I I'm trying to think of who else I've really thought like, this would be a great um, combination.
Alex
Um,
Terrible. Alex Terrible.
well, yeah, right. That'd be great. Like, there's no, and I'll be completely honest. I can't do vocals as aggressive as that guy. Yeah, no, that without making me look like a fool or sound silly. You know what I mean? Like, that guy can just pull it up and, you know what I mean? It's better than that. But I don't have that. I don't have that skill set. So if he's looking for somebody to maybe
Ronnie Radke, Falling in Reverse.
yeah, Falling in Reverse, that'd be a fun one too. Yeah, those kind of, I mean, they're kind of the big bands right now. Slaughter to Prevail, Falling in Reverse, they're top in the rock right now. Bad Omens, like all those bands, like any one of those bands would be fun to do something with. They all have great.
Group Architects.
Yeah, Architects is awesome. Right now, Michael, my guitar player, he's really into Architects right now. I know he's been like pushing. He's been like their new album, which I've listened to now, and it's great. But Michael has been listening to that a lot, and he's really into the new Architects album. And I think he may not have been a fan before, but he is now, and now he's kind of going back and like listening to all their other stuff, and he's a big fan of Architects, so they'd be another great band. I love the way that the singer of Architects, I'm sorry I don't know his name, but the way that he's able to be aggressive but also hit notes with those aggressive tones, and that, to me, I love singers that can do that, where you can be aggressive but there's still a note that's being hit, because it keeps it melodic. And I love heavy stuff, but I love when heavy stuff is melodic too. So yeah, they're a great band, a great example.
Okay, next question. What irritates you about people when you perform on stage, or contrary? What do you like?
Okay, so you're saying what don't I like when I look out at a crowd that's like watching us play? Some things that I don't like. I don't know if this happens at big shows, like where touring national and international bands come to, because you've paid for a ticket to go watch them play. But I still have to, where I live, I still have to play shows that are within like regional kind of stuff, and smaller areas and things like that. And it's always the same thing. It's just a lot of people that stand in the back and with their arms crossed, and are, most of the time they're guys that are in other bands or whatever, that look at you like, oh, I'm in a band too, bro. I can do that exact same thing, and blah, blah, blah. So I don't like when people just stand with their arms crossed and kind of look you up and down, like judging you, and not really just allowing themselves to like just be influenced by the music and just be in the moment and enjoy it with everybody else. I don't like people that just go to shows to like be condescending and why are you there then? Like, why even go to the show if you're not going to have a good time, and you're just going to stand there and be a dick? So on the contrary to that, of the things that I do enjoy, one of my favorite things is playing a show where people don't know who we are, and it's the first time that they've seen us play, and to see people start connecting. You can tell when people who haven't seen you perform before, have never heard you before, actually start to connect to the music, because they get closer. Their eyes are on you. They're paying attention, and they're moving to the music. And throughout the show, you can see those people like get more and more into it, and then by the end of it, you've made new fans, and they're really into it. One of my favorite things is people coming up to me after a show and saying, we had no idea who you were, but we know who you are now. We just followed you on all of your social media. We're going to listen to all your music. They buy a shirt, they buy a CD. Making new fans from having somebody see you live for the first time and not knowing who you are is probably my favorite thing, because it's just, it proves that music is powerful in a way where you don't need to know the language. You don't need to know who that person is, but music connects people on this different level, and I love that. That's probably my favorite thing about music is just connecting with people, whether you know the language or you know who they are. The music brings people together, and seeing that happen in real time is probably my favorite thing.
Okay, next question. What are your favorite computer games?
My favorite computer games. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not.
All. We're all.
Yeah, all. Okay, here you go. So this is going to show my age, but I also I'm not a huge gamer, but when I played computer games, there was a game that I loved playing, and it's a series of games. So I think they have newer stuff. They have like an app for your phone now, so people can connect there. But there was this RPG called Command and Conquer, which was like a war game. And they've made a ton of those games over the years and things like that. But that style, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, like that style of computer game is what I like to play. But I'm not a gamer. I don't play a lot of games, so I don't have a great answer for that one. But that was the series of games that I liked. It was a series called Command and Conquer, which was like war games basically. So
My love games at Call of Duty,
yeah, so that's like
Medal
and
of
like I said,
Honor.
yeah, like those are more like the
Yeah, yeah,
first
yeah.
person shooter style. Yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that I played, it was more like overhead view of like the battlefield and things like that, and then you move your troops to where they need to go, and it's a little bit more old school, but they
A sport
I,
game,
the,
my love sport game WWE.
oh, WWE, like wrestling
Yeah,
and things
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Those are fun games too.
Triple
I like
H,
playing games.
Triple H,
Yeah,
CM Punk.
yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it's good.
Next question. What do your group like to visit Russia with concert or just for a walk among your group? What you drummer with us Chrissy concerts? He probably talked about us about Russian people Russian.
Uh, would we like to come play in Russia? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
what you're?
yeah.
Oh yeah, one hundred
So
percent.
Chrissy talking for you band.
Oh, Chrissy.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Chrissy has met you, right? You've met each other, so you know Chrissy. But yeah, as far as us coming to play in Russia, one hundred
Dope,
percent.
Butcher Babes.
Yeah, yeah, Butcher Baby's dope. I know Chrissy's come through playing with those bands, which is awesome. But yeah, as Alpha Mega, we haven't played there yet, so it's high on our priority list. I definitely want to go and play. I want to visit. I want to see the culture and the architecture, and I feel like Russia has some really unique and beautiful history and architecture of buildings. And when my wife went there several years ago, just all the pictures she was sending me of everything is just it's really unique and different. And it looks amazing. So I definitely want to come there and have music be the reason that I come and connect with people. But I'd love to just hang out with Russian people on a personal level too, and just get to know how the culture is, because it's unfortunate that the media likes to paint pictures of the way that people are, and I don't buy into any of that. I want to go connect with people face to face and meet people and give people the opportunity to be who they are and have a good time.
No,
So,
Red Square, Mausoleum, Lenin. No, big country.
yeah. There's a lot, but yeah, I definitely we want to come to Russia for sure. So,
Okay. A quickly question you need to answer quickly and without thinking. Are you ready?
am I ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Games.
speed
Games
round.
question. Games question.
Okay, all right, let's
Are you
go.
ready?
Let's
Okay.
go.
Favorite book?
Uh,
Uh,
I don't read. I don't read. I know that sucks. I don't have a favorite book.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, horror movie, Reanimator.
Favorite book? Favorite book?
Favorite what?
Book.
Favorite book?
Yeah.
I don't read, so unfortunately I don't have a favorite book.
Favorite food?
Steak.
Favorite drink? Alcohol.
Tequila.
Alcohol. Oh, tequila. Yeah.
Tequila.
Favorite car brand?
Uh, specific car. I. And we're not going quick here. I know we're not going quick here. I. My favorite car is a Toyota 4Runner. There you go.
Okay. What do you like about girls?
What do I like? What I like about my wife is her smile.
Favorite actor?
Favorite actor is Sam Rockwell.
Favorite group? Russian and American.
Okay. Well, we know my favorite Russian group is Slaughter to Prevail. And my favorite American group is Demon Hunter.
Cool. Classics. Favorite vocalist, Russian and American. Again.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Alex Terrible because he's the biggest Russian band that I know, but he's also a great frontman. My favorite frontman here in the States, I am a big Howard Jones fan who used to sing for Killswitch Engage and now sings for Light the Torch, and he does a lot of other projects. But I think overall, Howard Jones is probably my favorite of all time.
And Jesse, no?
Oh, Jesse! I mean, it has nothing to do. Jesse's fantastic. My favorite Killswitch song is "My Last Serenade," which is a Jesse song.
Best.
Yeah. But they're just out of that. That's it. That's my answer. But yeah, Jesse's great too. Taking nothing away from Jesse. Jesse's amazing. So.
Так, and favorite month of the year?
Favorite month of the year? Easy. October. We're in it right now. Halloween.
Так, итак. Adam, say hello to Russian fans, and also if there is anything to expect from your musical project.
Hello, all of ALPHAMEGA fans in Russia. Thank you so much for the support and listening to our music. As far as the future goes, you can expect to see us in Russia someday, and you can expect new music to be available coming out next year. And I'm very happy that I was able to speak with Dmitry and speak directly to all of you today. And thank you so much. I look forward to meeting you, and rock on.
Okay, with you was blogger rock psycho Dmitry and vocalist Adam Ryan, group ALPHAMEGA. Sam, bye.
Bye. Good to meet you, Dmitry. Thank you.
Adam, picture screen.
Yeah, picture. Do you care if I just can I take a photo? Can I take a photo of the screen?
No.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Boom. Thank you. Got it.
Just... One second. Is it possible? Так, сейчас. It's over. Good interview, good meet.
Yeah, good to meet you. Thank you very much. It was fun.
Next year, visit Russia. Moscow.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
You guys, new album, merchandising.
Yeah, right. Well,
Come on to Russia.
those are the goals for next year: new music and come to Russia. Those are the only two things right now that I guess I'm going to care about.
My present for you, Russian vodka.
Oh, there we go.
uh,
We're speaking the same language right there. You know? Russian vodka sounds good.
And mini presents. No.
Oh yeah. Hey, vodka is always good. If that's the only present, we're good.
Okay. Okay, Adam.
All right. Bye, Dmitry. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.